Bart would have said it's people climbing all over weird contraptions, like children cavorting on play yard rings. Olga Korbut dramatically changed that perception at Munich in 1972. And today, a great American gymnast, Bart Conner, can command the attention and respect from his fellow countrymen that would not have been possible a decade ago. Football coach Barry Switzer salutes another Sooner champion.
The University of Oklahoma football program is awful proud of Bart Conner, the NCAA gymnast champion, one of the top gymnasts in the world. We wish him well in Moscow.
Well, I feel like he can do an outstanding job. I think he would carry University of Oklahoma. I know he'll give 100% on the Olympic time.
And Heisman Trophy winner Billy Sims is only one of Bart Conner's boosters. The entire town of Pauls Valley turns out to honor an adopted son. The Southern Oklahoma community rolls out the red carpet as if Bart were one of their own, even though he's from more austere Chicago. With the blare of a band and a cowboy hat, Bart Conner is made an honorary citizen of Pauls Valley. And finds himself surrounded by the next generation of Oklahoma tumblers. In football-mad Oklahoma, performing at halftime means you've truly arrived. Gymnast Bart Conner, with a good shot at breaking a 48-year-old American gold medal drought when he gets to Moscow in 1980. The cheers of those tens of thousands will encourage Bart and his teammates when they return to the emptiness of the practice gym. But halfway around the world, in Australia, there are no cheers for Lynn and Wal Jacenko as they finish a workout at a nearly deserted Sydney track.
Oh, in other words, I've got to bring home the grog again, eh?
Yes, and some nice wine for the girls also.
Wine for the girls. Okay, see you later.
It all started when my coach and I were running around the oval, and there was a few hammer throwers throwing at the time, and one particular fella threw this hammer at me while I was at the track, which made me first notice him.
A couple of weeks later, I think I rang Lynn up and asked her if she wanted to come out to a dinner party at a Japanese restaurant. And after a few drinks of sake and all that, we sort of, none the worse for wear, I suppose, or a little bit of worse for wear. And we had such a damn good time that so we've been going ever since then.
The Sydney Harbor, admired by all who see it as one of the loveliest in the world. Wal Jacenko saw it for the first time 20 years ago after he arrived in Australia as a 3-year-old Russian immigrant.
Wal's a very happy person. He's a very dedicated athlete. I think he's just about tried everything in athletics. He's been a walker, he's been a runner, a sprinter, he does pole vault, and he really enjoys just doing sport. Since I think we've been married, he's really tried hard in hammer throwing, and I hope that he reaches the standard that he would like to reach.
There's no rivalry between Lynn and myself because Lynn is so far ahead, she's right out of my class. Lynn does her thing and I do mine. Lynn is ranked #1 in Australia in the long jump and she's ranked #7 in the world.
I'm sort of ahead of Wal in athletics, but if I play any other sport, basketball or volleyball against him, he always slaughters me, so he gets back at me. I find it quite good being married to an athlete because he understands what I'm going through, and if I'm not home to cook the tea or something, he knows because he's out too. If I've got a really big competition coming up, I like to be by myself, listen to music, and just generally think about it, and Wal understands this and he just leaves me alone.
Lynn's really a very remarkable sort of a girl. The only way I think you can stop this girl is if you use a piece of 4x4 hardwood and give a real good hit across the back of the head, but you'd have to make sure you did a real good job because she'd only get back up again and do it all over again.
Lynn now does it in the long jump. Veteran coach Ken Stewart has worked with her for 10 years.
Not only do you require great natural ability to make a champion athlete, but the psychologists tell us there's a quality, the level of aspiration is an inherited thing within the mind. Lynn has this in very large amounts. This desire to succeed in her is fantastic. We started out teaching her all of the pentathlon events, and in no time she learnt the skills of these and became an outstanding long jumper, high jumper and sprinter. Since that time we've progressed until she has won Australian championships, set Australian records and become a leading world long jumper. The accent has to be on foot plant, tremendous force and leverage, lift fast with back arm, lead knee, hitch down very well that way to get your hip forward there, arms high, pull hard, lift the legs up as far as you can.
Right. Can I have a price, please? Thank you. And I work for a confectionery company called Roundtree Hoadleys, who are very good to me. They allow me to work the times that I want to, and I work 7:30 to 3:30 so that I can get off in time to use the daylight hours. I'm a purchasing secretary, and I do all the ordering of all the ingredients and all the packaging that we need.